What's up, guys? Good morning. We're back. Let me just test this stream to see if it's actually live because shit's been acting real crazy recently. Oh, here we go. Is this it? I don't know why this shit's not wanting to start, bro. Shit's acting real crazy. But welcome to the stream. Hold on one second. Let me try this real quick. But today we're talking about Christie because Christie. Y'all know he's my favorite target. And in the war against weed. Yeah, dude, this shit's acting really fucking funny, man. I don't understand what's going on. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into the video. Then after these things post later, hopefully whenever the fuck they do post, I'm gonna go ahead and download it and I'm gonna edit them bitches together because right now, shit's all types of fucked up. So anyway, Christie is full of shit. If you guys don't know, pretty sure most of y'all do. Hold on one second. Okay, so I guess that shit's not gonna work. Anyway, Christie is completely fucking full of shit. And there it is. So I guess that shit's not gonna work. Anyway, cool. I just had to pause my shit and unpause it for it to work. So anyway, back with the Christie shit, y'all. Christie is completely full of shit. He has been anti-marijuana propagandist for a long time now. And he just recently came out and said some more stupid ass shit. So I just wanted to address real quick. Now I did do a video on Christie like 2 weeks ago. And apparently his term is up in January of next year. So we only got like, what, 7 more months to deal with this motherfucker. But in the meantime, he's saying a whole lot of dumb shit. And I'm just not gonna let it fucking slide. Because like I was just saying in the previous stream, I don't know if that's gonna post or not. So I'm gonna get back to this real quick. One of my first problems with Christie is he's a fucking hypocrite. Okay, he's a liar, he's a propagandist, he's a fearmonger. He's a hypocrite because the number one killer in America, the number one killer of Americans is heart disease. It's the number one thing. It's not guns, it's not fucking gangs, it's not drugs, it's not marijuana, it's not ISIS, it's fucking none of these other things. It's not alcohol, it's not car accidents, it's fucking heart disease from the foods that we eat and the lifestyles that we live. So if he really cared about our kids, he would be addressing the things that actually fucking matter first, especially with childhood obesity being on the rise. Now, I just said that in the last video. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but this fucking stream's acting really weird. Now, the title of this article is Christie says, cannabis reform is a democratic plot to poison our children. When in all actuality, what's poisoning our children is the fucking food that they're eating. But hold on, give me 1 second. So with all that being said, in my opinion, it shows that he is not being very honest with the American people. Now, so let's go down real quick. Okay. An valiant attempt to win a round in reefer map. Okay, hold on. This shit's fucking funny. Hold on 1 second. Okay. It says, in a valiant attempt to win a round of reefer madness bingo, Christie also suggested that marijuana use leads to heroin addiction, which it doesn't, and also downplay the importance of potential sales tax revenue created by legal marijuana market. So we're gonna get into this 1 second. They try to bring up the money argument especially for Republicans, because that's usually all they really care about is the bottom line. So they really try to bring up the money argument as opposed to the medicinal benefits or anything else for these motherfuckers, because it usually works. They usually go where the money goes. But here's him trying to downplay that. So he says, I can say this now because I'm not running for anything again. $300 million is nothing. We have a $35.5 billion budget. So $300 million is just a rounding error. I'm sorry, but it's true, he says. Think about it. That's 1%. That's less than 1% of the entire state budget for a year. And we're going to poison our kids for 1% more money. He said, that they can spend on some god-awful, stupid program that they can put in the mailer system and say out and say, this is basically he's saying so they could just go on to say that, oh, we made $300 million more dollars. So then he goes on to, okay, so then he says, even worse, people like Nick Security, I don't know this name, Scutari and Steve Sweeney. Okay, people like Nick Scutari, Steve Sweeney, and Phil Murphy want to bring this poison legalized into our state. Want to bring this poison legalized into our state under the premise that, well, it doesn't matter because you can buy it illegally anyway. So if that's the case, why not legalize heroin? I mean, the argument just fails on that basis. So let's legalize cocaine. Let's legalize heroin. Let's legalize angel dust. Let's legalize all of it. What's the difference? This is the elementary fucking argument that I'm talking about. Nobody, no group that I know of is pushing for legalized heroin. No group that I know of is pushing for legalized cocaine or fucking angel dust or any of that other shit. Okay? We're talking about marijuana. We're talking about a plant that grows. A plant, okay, that helps people with a slew of illnesses that some of these pharmaceutical drugs cannot help people with or don't help people with. It doesn't hold a candle to how much cannabis helps these people, or it just can't help these people. And cannabis doesn't come with all of the side effects, the fucking numerous list of side effects that all these pharmaceutical drugs do. And cannabis can't kill you. Some of these pharmaceutical drugs can fucking kill you, paralyze you, do all kinds of shit to you. So cannabis isn't cocaine. Cannabis isn't fucking heroin, and it sure as fuck isn't angel dust. The fact that he even tries to make this argument shows, number one, that he's betting on the naivety of the American people, that he himself is naive, and that he's fucking childish as shit. Like, that's not even a real argument. I don't know what the fallacy is in that argument. I think that's an apple to oranges fallacy. Could be wrong right now. I just woke up. I don't even want to fucking think, but I'm pretty positive that's an apple to oranges fallacy. Nobody is trying to legalize heroin. Nobody's trying to legalize marijuana. Nobody made that fucking argument. If anything else, it's a goddamn straw man fallacy because you're attacking an argument that was never made. Nobody's trying to legalize heroin. Nobody's trying to legalize these other things. So essentially, once again, what he's trying to do is he's fear-mongering. He's trying to scare people into being like, oh shit, well, if we legalize weed, then cocaine's next and heroin, and I don't want a society where all these things are legalized, so I don't want to be for marijuana legalization. It's fear-mongering. It's trying to play psychological games to scare people into acting in a way that you want them to act. Okay? It's coercing people through fear is exactly what it is. So he's a fucking liar. He's trying to manipulate people. He doesn't care about the health of American people when he himself is morbidly obese. Okay? Obesity among the youth in this country is rising at an epidemic rate. He's done nothing to combat that. He's done nothing to address diet in this country. He's done nothing to do any of that. Okay? Has he, even fucking Michelle Obama, I believe, is trying to get the kids fit and fucking after school programs and shit like that. Where the fuck you at, Christie? That's just one thing that I'm talking about. I don't follow Christie as far as too much other shit because I'm not in Jersey, but what have you done to combat gang violence in Jersey? What have you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you really doing other than talking shit about weed? So he goes, and so he says, he makes the first argument, then why not legalize heroin, cocaine, blah, blah, blah. Then he fucking goes on to try to talk about how the $300 million is nothing in the budget, and how it basically doesn't matter and blah, blah, blah. Well, then if that's the case, then why are we fucking writing tickets for people for stupid ass shit like not wearing a seatbelt? Okay, why do we have speed traps? Why do we have all these revenue generating things that the fucking state does? Why do we have all these stupid ass taxes? Why do you charge for fucking parking and shit downtown? Why are you taxing the fucking American people quarters and shit and nickels and dimes at a time if you're not worried about $300 million? Like, it just depends, right? It depends on what side of the argument you're on how you're gonna fucking argue it. See, because $300 million is a lot when it comes to something else, right? It depends on what the fuck it is. So, anyway, going down, I don't think there's any more dumbass quotes. I would love to literally just have an article of stupid quotes that he said. I think I'm going to do a video compilation of him in the future. But with all that being said, I'm going to take one more dab with you guys because the stream was acting funny in the beginning. I apologize. There will be a first part that posted as well. Let me see real quick. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? But yeah, let me take a dab real quick. Christie's full of shit. He's full of fucking shit. Don't believe anything the motherfucker says at all. If you guys didn't see the first part of the stream, which I'm pretty positive you didn't because YouTube was acting crazy. Let me show you real quick. This is what we smoking on right now. It's beautiful. The sun shining through it. Smells amazing. And like I said in the first part, this is this is some of that shit, like, you know, you ever get like some bud that smells really good, that looks really good, or some shatter or some wax. Like, this is some of that shit that you almost don't even want to smoke. You just want to put it in a case and frame it and put it up on the fucking wall. But I'm gonna smoke the shit, you know what I mean? Because there's always more. But yeah, I just want to address this Christie shit real quick. He's a fucking propagandist. He's a fearmonger. He's a liar, okay? And he preys on the naivety and the stupidity and ignorance of people. And he tries to coerce them into acting and voting the way that he wants them to. Now, I understand as a politician, it's almost your job to coerce people to vote for you. For you, not for your interests. And it still doesn't mean that it's ethical. Like, I don't know, man. This is just my opinion. I'm just a pothead. You know, I just sit here all day and do this shit. So, and especially if you ask Christie, my opinion is fucking null and void and non-existent. It doesn't even fucking matter. But I think that he's a liar. I think he's a propagandist. I think that he has bias and interest in anti-cannabis. I think he has a lot of anti-cannabis people in his pocket, a lot of pharmaceutical companies. Cheers. And y'all know I keep it real, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Pretty positive. Christie's on some kind of pills because he's morbidly obese. I'm pretty sure he's not extremely healthy. So he's taking something. He's probably got diabetes. He's doing something. So he definitely has ties to pharmaceutical companies. However the fuck you want to look at it. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get off y'all's hair. I just wanted to wake and bake smoke with you guys. Let you guys know Christie is full of fucking shit. If somehow you've been watching my channel, you weren't watching my channel, you're just immersed and involved in culture, and you were still on the fence about Christie, if you were still wondering if Christie is possibly a good man, or if he actually just thinks marijuana is bad and he's an honest man, neither of those are true. He's not a good man. He's a liar. He's a propagandist. He's a fearmonger. He's a manipulator. He's a con artist. And he doesn't actually believe that marijuana is bad. He doesn't actually believe that it's poison to the people because the food is actually poisoning the fucking people. He don't give a fuck about that. Okay? And he knows that people aren't stupid, especially these politicians that have all these fucking college graduates behind them. They're generally college graduates themselves. They're educated people. He knows what the fuck's going on. So he's not a good man. He's not misinformed. He's a fucking liar. He's a propagandist. And he's full of shit. Yours truly, my high marijuana, signing out.